Hello, and welcome to my Dream Wedding Survey presentation. I would first like to start off with a quote. "The highest happiness on earth is the happiness of marriage," by William Lionel Phelps. Marriage is a very important milestone in adult life when you're ready to finally move on and create a family of your own. But I find that most surveys have put this block on what the expectations of a wedding is supposed to be, therefore creating unnecessary stress on newly married and trying to get married couples. But I'm here to address those stereotypes. One in three couples that plan to get married expressed that the color black would play a dominant role in their wedding. This survey was not only produced and conducted by Minted Weddings, but commissioned by the NCSS. The average couple will spend $42,000 on their wedding between the ages of 18 to 55. This was also a part of the Minted Weddings survey. 3 in 10 envisioned a non-traditional wedding by Minted Weddings. 47% of brides wanted church weddings by Budget Savvy Brides. And 2 in 5 couples actually enjoyed their wedding, according to the New York Post survey. The questions I have necessarily are simple. Why do weddings cost so much? I mean, yes, of course it's a very big event, but if you already have it planned out and there are no set expectations, I don't see how there couldn't be a loophole to avoid basically going into debt for a wedding. Do people really want church weddings, or is it just a part of tradition? Does everyone want a form of black in their wedding? I love the color black, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And why aren't people happy on such an important day? I conducted my own survey, which was to kind of provide some evidence whether these surveys were realistic or not to everyday people. In the traditional versus non-traditional weddings, 30% of applicants who did my survey said they wanted a traditional wedding. 70% actually wanted non-traditional weddings. Again, continuing to combat the evidence, I went through a wedding venue survey deciding whether or not people wanted church, outdoor, or other venues such as someone else's home or ballrooms and such. From the Budget Savvy Brides, you can see that almost 50% of brides wanted church weddings, but from my calculations, 50% actually wanted to be outdoors, whether it was a beach, a destination, or a garden theme. And church weddings were basically third place to other categories. With this color chart, I went over whether or not black was as popular as they said it was, and it turns out blue and other colors were the top percentages in my survey, while black was third. In conclusion, I found more or less some correlations to these different wedding studies, but at the end of the day, it was more so for people to understand how they can please themselves and actually enjoy their day. It doesn't matter about who was right or how many surveys we take. At the end of the day, it's just about love.